In this video, we're going to take a look at finding the vertex of a quadratic equation of a parabola using standard form. So here we have an equation in standard form, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And let's try completing the square here. If we subtract c from both sides, let's try this again. If we subtract c from both sides, we get y minus c equals ax squared plus bx. And now let's divide everything by a because we want this to be x squared plus bx. And the left side's going to get ugly, but that's just the way it is. And so we get this. And then to complete the square, we need to take half of this thing and square it. So we need to take b over a. We need to take half of that, so 1/2 times that, and square it, or b over 2a squared. So that's what we're going to add to both sides. That gives us y minus c all over a, and we're going to add half of that, b over 2a squared, and that's going to equal x squared plus b over ax plus b over 2a squared. That's looking pretty ugly, but it'll clean up in the end. And we're going to get this b over 2a squared. This side will factor into x plus b over 2a squared. And then with a little bit of algebra, we're going to subtract b over 2a squared. We're going to multiply by a, and we're going to add the c. We end up with this, y equals a times x plus b over 2a squared minus b squared over 2a plus c. Alright, so a big ugly equation, but the point is this. We now know the vertex. The vertex is going to come from this value here and this y value here. And all that we care about right now is that the x value of the vertex is going to be the opposite of this because our vertex form is x minus h. So it's going to be minus b over 2a. So we have negative b over 2a. And we now have the coordinate for the axis of symmetry. Because remember, the axis of symmetry goes through the vertex. Okay, so with that, let's see if we can use that. So once again, we just found out that the axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a, and that is the, let's see, so if we have our axes here, so that just means that at some point negative b over 2a, oops, let's try this again, we've got a parabola, at some point the axis of symmetry, that is negative b over 2a. All right, so if we have some equation here, we know that x is negative b over 2a for the axis of symmetry, which in this case, here's our a value is 5, our b value is 4, and our c value is negative 10. And so we have negative b over 2a is going to give us negative 4 over 2 times 5. Which is going to be negative 4 over 10, or negative 2/5 when it simplifies. So we now have our x-coordinate of our vertex. If we want our y-coordinate of our vertex, let's just substitute. 5 times negative 2/5 squared plus 4 times negative 2/5 minus 10. And that's going to give us 5 times 4 25ths. Plus negative 8/5 minus 10. All right, this is looking pretty. How about we've got 4/5 here, minus 8/5. That's going to be negative 4/5. And negative 4/5 minus 50/5 is going to be negative 54/5. Okay, so there's our y value. And so our vertex is going to be, well, first of all, our axis of symmetry is at x equals negative 2/5. Our vertex is at negative 2/5 and negative 54/5. And that's how we use the axis of symmetry with the standard form equation for a quadratic. Give it a try. Good luck.